Now we're going to take a look at a car where the owner, who happens to be an advisor here at Crutchfield, gave the audio system a complete upgrade while retaining the factory stereo. I was hoping Ken would be here to tell us a little about it, but we'll just go ahead and start without him.
Hey, what took you so long? This is a great system. We got to go check it out.
I'm all ears. Tell me about it.
Well, let's go around front and start taking a look.
I'll meet you up there.
Okay.
As we mentioned before, the factory stereo is built into the dash all in one piece. There's really nothing Lex could do to change it, and that's why he went about designing his system the way he did. Tell us about the speaker setup.
Yeah, the first thing Lex did was to change the speakers. He put new speakers in the front door and in the rear deck. In both cases, he put in JL Audio two-way speakers. Great detailed sound, beautiful dynamic range, a lot better than factory speakers.
Certainly.
To power it, he used an Alpine amp in the trunk.
I caught a glimpse of that earlier.
Well, I got an up-close and personal look at it. You want to check it out a little further?
I would. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, here we are at the trunk, and inside we have the subwoofer and amplifier.
That's right. To have your system sound good, you need enough power. To drive the speakers, Lex has a 40 watt by 4 amplifier here, so each speaker gets 40 watts. Over on the right, you've got the subwoofer. It has its own amp, 250 watts of power. So there's plenty of power to get good sound. But there's more than just power in this system.
Lex has a little something extra back up in the glove box.
That's right. It's called the JL Audio Clean Sweep Sound Processor. And it's a pretty nifty device.
And here's what I was talking about. JL Audio Clean Sweep.
Ah, a little magic box. How's it work? What's it do?
That's your black box, all right. The Clean Sweep takes the sound that's coming from the factory stereo and makes a flat signal. Flat doesn't really sound that good, but what we mean by that is it takes out all the peaks and valleys that the factory radio has in there to compensate for bad speakers and gives you a pure sound you can send back to the amplifiers.
All right, and how difficult is installation? I see it's tucked away over here.
Yeah, here it is installed. There's only a few things you really have to do. You have to get output from the factory radio. These are the speaker wire outputs. They're just hooked into here. Then the output comes through out of these RCA cables and goes back to the amplifier. And power, ground, it's just tapped off the back of the factory radio.
So it's all connected to the factory stereo's outputs. It's not actually interfering with anything the stereo is doing. It's just taking the sound that comes out of it and cleaning that
Exactly.
out.
Like Lex said, he's getting aftermarket sound from a factory radio, and it's not interfering with any other electronics in the car.
Great. And what about setup? Was that difficult?
Setup is easy. Thanks to this, JL Audio provides a disc. Once you put everything together, you put the disc in, the Clean Sweep analyzes what it hears, sets it up, you don't have to touch a switch.
All right.
Lex
Sounds
said,
pretty simple.
yeah, Lex said that was the easiest part of the whole process.
That's good to hear.